You knew there was somebody in a tent here. You knew that. Do you think they're gonna feel comfortable falling asleep in the middle of the night with a fucking stranger 20 feet away? Do you?
Sounds like someone's outside. They're walking about.
Hello?
Camping is supposed to be an escape. Peace, quiet, and freedom. For Davey, it turned into a nightmare. He hiked about 5 kilometers out of town, deep into the woods, and set up camp in what looked like a perfect, secluded spot.
It's beautiful, eh? Look at this. This is all I'm looking for, man. This is all I'm looking for. Like, this is a perfect little camp spot. Right here. These things will just lay right over. Well, this isn't gonna be much of a video, but we're out just testing gear, and I just want to be out. So yeah, we have the pack strapped to the tree, and yep, as far as it goes, my camp is set. There it is. Kitchen, sleeping. So we have the my Coleman bag, which is my summer bag. So I just want to have the smallest one, the patch. I have my Thermarest from 2016, my Pro Light regular, and then I just have the footprint for my tent. And that's camp. Oh, I also have my Thermarest Airhead pillow there, and kitchen. Just gonna grab some fresh water out of the river, and yeah, that's camp tonight. That's it. There's no tent, no tarp, no hammock, no. It's just me, the ground, and my nature.
After cooking and relaxing, he crawled into his sleeping bag for the night. But around 11 p.m., the peace shattered. Davey opened his eyes to see a man standing at his camp, gripping steel pipes in his hands.
It's not that fucking difficult to respect other people, is it? So start showing some fucking respect if you want respect. Do you need my light to help you get out of here?
No.
No? You know how to get out?
Would you mind just giving me a few minutes? I'm still in my sleeping bag.
Why are you in your sleeping bag? You knew there was somebody in a tent here. You knew that. Do you think they're gonna feel comfortable falling asleep in the middle of the night with a fucking stranger 20 feet away? Do you honestly think that? The answer is no. And you wouldn't feel comfortable either, would you?
All right,
no, you wouldn't. Fair enough. Fair enough.
My apologies.
That's fair enough, mate.
My apologies. I will push on.
I already got a hold of fucking RCMP and told them to fucking get over here and deal with their fucking shit, because I'm sick of this fucking bullshit, mate.
The stranger shouted, accusing Davey of camping too close to others, demanding he leave. His tone was hostile. Davey stayed calm. He packed up, deciding it wasn't worth the risk.
Until the homeless man with 2 fucking goddamn fucking steel pipes come fucking walking into my camp about 10 feet away from me while I was sound asleep. Well, I guess we know who needs his fucking teeth knocked down his fucking throat now, doesn't he? But that will be a battle for another day. That is not our concern tonight. Our concern tonight is being somewhere safe and getting some kip. So, all right, well, I guess we're shoving off. But that motherfucker had better fucking watch the fuck out, because all I should do is just got up and fucking throttle him. But again, he had 2 steel pipes in his hand 10 feet away from where I was sleeping.
But as he tried to hike away into the night, he accidentally stumbled straight into their camp.
Alright, my friends, well, camp is back set up again. So there's the bag, there's the sleeping setup, and again we have the 2 tethered together. That knife should be up for my use if I need it, but again, we're not out here for that shit, man. So yeah, I've calmed down on that incident. I still, like, inside me, I still think he needs his teeth kicked down his fucking throat. But we've moved on. We're in a better place. At least now I don't have to worry about some guy standing 10 feet away from me with 2 steel pipes. Like, you know, like pipe fitting pipes, like for gas lines and stuff, you know, like that black iron pipes. That's what he had. 2 of them. 1 in each hand. So at least now I'm not worried about that. We can sleep peacefully and yeah, just enjoy our night. We just want to sleep outside, man. That's all we're trying to do. We're testing some gear and we just want to be outside.
Disoriented and desperate for rest, he pushed on until he finally found a new place to lay low. Still, the image of that angry man with pipes in his hands haunted him. Out there in the dark, you never really know what people are capable of. Dan had camped before, but he was still new to the game. A couple months back, his very first attempt had already left him rattled by a creepy encounter. This time, he wasn't alone. He brought a friend along.
Ray's just getting fire started. Cracked a beer each. He's on the Stella. I've got the Cruise Campo.
The 2 of them hiked deep into the forest, found a spot, built a fire, and set up their tents. Drinks in hand, they laughed, cooked up some food, and settled into the stillness of the woods. But peace in the forest doesn't last.
Nights like this. Few cans, good food, good
40
laughs.
minutes away from his house.
40 minutes away, yeah. So, someone keeps whistling. We've got the air rifle ready. But someone keeps whistling. See if I can catch it on camera.
I've got a good shot.
They're not whistling now, I don't know where they've gone. They've been shouting and whistling now, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, we had a dog.
Maybe.
From somewhere in the trees came a sound that didn't belong. Whistling. Not a bird, not the wind. Human. Later, as the fire died down and they retreated to their tents, the noises continued.
Just watch something and chill out. I did hear some whistling, but I think it was someone whistling at the dog, but yeah, I think that's it. So I'm just going to chill out. And yeah, if I don't see you through the night, I'll see you in the morning. Night. I don't know if you can hear that. Hello?
Dan woke in the night to the unmistakable crunch of heavy footsteps circling their camp. Not an animal, a person.
Hello? I think it might have just been like an animal or something. Can't hear anything now. But it sounded like human footsteps. So, I hadn't heard anything more. Just been sat here watching my phone, doing a bit of editing, and I hadn't heard anything else. Must have just been an animal or something, but it definitely sounded like human footsteps. It's about 4:30 now. I try to drop off again, just ignore it. Act like it never happened. Yeah.
He flicked on his torch, scanning the trees. Nothing. Only the silhouettes of tall trees standing in the dark. But he knew what he'd heard. Someone was out there, watching. Eventually, exhaustion won out, and morning came with nothing more than rain. But the question remains, was it just an animal? Or the same unseen figure who whistled through the trees? Dan is an outdoorsman through and through. If he's not hiking, he's camping, always pushing himself against the wild. On this trip, Dan went out for a stealth camp deep in the woods.
Okay, so with the sound of crows in the background and endless chainsawing across the valley, I'll just show you what I've got. So, it's slightly haunting already. It seems that there are a lot of people around compared to what I was hoping for. So I'm going to really keep a low profile for a few minutes, and I'm going to get out of here and set my stuff up after a little while. What am I doing right now? What am I actually doing and planning? This is a comfortable night's sleep, apparently. So here's the plan. I'm going to leave my sleeping bag here, just so there's more space and less weight in my backpack as I walk around. I'm going to lay this out, but as a really thin rectangle, as a base for my bivvy to go on, and then I'm going to clear off and come back just as it starts to get a little bit darker.
The forest was busy with hikers when he arrived, so he slipped off the trail, ducking low and camouflaging himself, hoping for a night of solitude. When darkness settled over the trees, he finally began to relax. He set up his bivvy, lay back, and tried to get some rest. But the peace of the woods doesn't last long.
So here's a super quick look at my setup with the light. Right, that's enough light. Okay, this is probably the world's worst camera angle, but I've got to say, it feels nice to be in the bivvy bag. It's really warm in here still at the moment, so I'll open up a little bit more of my ventilation, but it's just so low to the ground, I suddenly feel like I'm invisible again, and I absolutely love this. I might be going absolutely mad here. I swear there's been like a firefly. I'm gonna shut up. I can hear...
it was actually aimed at me. I think it was just shining a laser for the sake of it. But it's certainly woken me up a little bit. But to be honest, it's been quiet for about 10 minutes now, so I'm not too worried. In the distance, footsteps, slow, deliberate. Not wanting to give himself away, Dan grabbed his camera and scanned the darkness without switching on a light. That's when he saw it. A strange green glow reflecting in the trees. He wasn't alone. Trying to shake it off, Dan lay back down. But the night had one more shock in store.
There's a dog in here!
Here's that footage slowed down because I got such a poor quality view of the situation, as I basically went from asleep to the most awake I've ever been in my life in the space of 1 second. When they were running away, I think it was a phone light rather than a proper flashlight of any kind, and I don't know if those lasers are one single tool or some sort of surveillance kit or something, I don't know. But I'm sure after I shouted "there's a dog in here," which was the only thing I could think of in the heat of the moment, I'm sure you can hear a little exclamation from them, just a little "Ruh," as they were legging it.
A dog suddenly wandered into his camp, followed by that same eerie green glow. Whoever it was didn't stay long. They bolted into the darkness, vanishing between the trees. Dan didn't hesitate. Within minutes, his camp was packed, and he was on the move, hiking out under the cover of night. When you're alone in the forest, you never truly know who's out there or what they want. A solo camper from the YouTube channel The Canhams Outdoors set out for what should have been a routine trip. Instead, it ended with him hiking back through the woods in the dead of night. He started out in daylight, under clear skies, setting up his hammock and relaxing with food and iced tea.
Yeah, really need to start finding somewhere now. It's about 7:30. So, need to find somewhere to put the hammock up. So, find somewhere. Found a little spot here. I think this will work. Just put the one side on there. Short walk to this one. Yeah. Right, I think I'm pretty much there now. I'm still trying to keep it a bit quiet, just in case there's anyone walking about. But I think we're all good though. Right, let's have a look. Let's see what we've got to drink then today. So we've got a Mexican iced tea.
Then, almost immediately, the woods felt off. Wildlife nearby began acting strangely. Frantic, noisy.
So quiet in here. Quite sort of eerie. Bit spooky. But yeah, it's been about 23 degrees today. Bloody hell, it's been hot. I was in an hour and about coming here. It's just too hot. Keep hearing things. Can you hear that? Peacock. Birds going crazy. I'm quite out in the open here. I'm not really tucked away in a little corner. You know. Should make it work.
Later that night, as he sat with a hot chocolate, the forest grew tense. Strange noises carried through the trees. Then, off in the distance, he heard what sounded like a commotion. Voices, maybe even an argument.
I can hear something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a badger or something snooping about. Really strange. I don't know what it is. I'm not liking the feeling of this place. Really spooky. I'll catch you in a bit. Yeah, so spooky out. Keep hearing things. When I walked in here, I could hear a woman sort of talking in the bushes. And I sort of looked round and couldn't see no one. It's really weird. I just heard a big commotion right over there, probably 20 metres away. Don't know what it was. Just don't feel right. Every now and again I hear noise. Just don't feel right to me. Yeah, I think we're going to pack her up and get out of here. Drink my hot chocolate and get out of here, I think. It's not right. It's happened to me before. Yeah, once before, I just didn't feel right. Felt like someone was sort of watching me, so I just packed up and got out of there. It's such a spooky place as well, this is. It's so dark in here as well. So dark, and there's not even that many trees around. Yeah, it's not right.
The feeling of being watched gnawed at him. The noises never stopped. Finally, he decided enough was enough. He quickly packed up, flashlight in hand, and hiked out into the night, constantly glancing over his shoulder. Maybe it was just wildlife, or maybe it wasn't. Kev had only been documenting his camping trips for a few months, often joined by his dog, Chow. This time, they ventured into the mountains of Mardale, a place whispered to be haunted.
So just parked there. We're going to head up Haunted Hill. We've been here before, last year. I didn't get a video of it. So this time, I'm going to do a video and let you see the area where we are. Like I say, when we get to the top and get set up, it gets a bit darker, I'll tell you a couple of stories about the place. What happened a long time ago. And apparently the place is haunted. So I'll tell you what happened last time out here as well. It could be anything, but we don't know. It's one of the things that's been heard before, but I think I got it last time as well. So I'll bring us back later on when we get higher up.
The hike was long, but Kev found the perfect spot. With a stunning view laid out before him, he cooked burgers, fed Chow, and settled in for the evening.
Oh, cheers, guys. I've had nothing creepy yet, heard nothing yet. There's some people down there though. The light keeps popping up on the woods. Actually, it's there now. I'll turn this light off and I'll see if I can get it up. There it is. There's people in the woods down there as well. Yeah, see, I went to go there one time before. Couldn't get. There was lads there, so didn't bother. I went somewhere else in the woods. See, they're all the way down there, I'm up here. To see my light, but they wouldn't walk up here, it's too far. All the way around and then back up again. So good.
Then the peace was shattered when he noticed flashlights in the distance. He wasn't alone. Trying to ignore it, Kev climbed into his tent and put on a movie, but sleep wouldn't come easy.
But I'm gonna chill for a little bit now, finish this can. Maybe just watch a film a little bit. Chow's still asleep. He's down there. He's flat out. So hopefully it's him for the night. Probably want to pay later on through the night, but that happens. Right guys, I'll bring us back before bedtime. Turn off for a bit. I want to say good night now. I'll bring us back in the morning. I've watched the film. Chow's pretty much slept all night. Both been up for Slash Gordon. It's getting windy now, so not what else we can do really, so I'm gonna call it a night.
In the middle of the night, the wind whipped around his camp, but beneath it, footsteps. Someone circling his tent.
Sounds like something's outside. They're walking about. I know it's windy, but fuck's that? I didn't know if you could pick it, you could hear it or not.
Kev held his breath, straining to listen. Minutes stretched into hours, until eventually he drifted into an uneasy sleep. By morning, nothing had happened. But when you camp in a place with a dark past, footsteps in the night feel far more sinister. Jess has years of outdoor experience. Bushcraft, survival, camping. She's done it all. But one October evening, she had an encounter that sent her home early.
I am at a different place that I don't think you guys have seen before. Here for the night. I've got some fishing stuff, I've got a fire pit, I've got some wood. It's October at the time of filming, so as I'm sure you can imagine, it's going to start getting dark very, very early.
She set up by a quiet lake, lit a fire, cooked, and fished as the sun dipped below the trees. The forest should have been calm, but the birds wouldn't stop.
You can probably hear the birds just don't seem to stop. There's also somebody over there. But that's okay. Right, so unfortunately, the light that I brought with me has run out of battery. So unfortunately, this means I'm almost impossible to see. But I've got my wee blanket and everything, and I've tucked myself away.
Their frantic calls cut through the night, as if they sensed something. Then, Jess noticed someone nearby. At that moment, her torch batteries died. She tried to brush off the unease, but the gut feeling wouldn't go away.
But yeah, my torch has run out of battery, so I'm going to call it here. And I will catch up with you when it's lighter.
Strange noises echoed through the woods, closer and closer. The footage suddenly cuts. The next scene is Jess at home, explaining why she bailed.
I've spent days and days and days solo camping and hiking about, wild swimming, doing all this kind of stuff, always by myself. I've never been anxious and I've never had a problem, and I've always felt safe. I actually ended up coming home because while I was faffing about trying to get my torch to work, I had some noises in the woods behind me, got my torch to work, boom, and there was actually somebody there. I didn't get a proper look at the guy, because also I shone my torch and I just saw, the movement quickly dart behind, because obviously there's lots of trees and stuff. And then I saw him again, torch off, doing whatever I'm doing, torch back on, saw him again. So yeah, and basically I decided to finish the video here tonight.
She's no stranger to the outdoors, but this time the dread was too strong. Something out there wasn't right, and she trusted her instincts. Camping is meant to be a peaceful escape into nature, but as we've just seen, sometimes it can turn into a nightmare. Would you pack up and leave at the first sign of danger, or stay and face whatever is out there? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.